Welcome to another episode of Dad Can Cook, or DCC for short. Well, I hope you've enjoyed a couple of the episodes so far. But let me tell you something, today's Thursday, okay? So what I want to do is I want to set up a couple of meals that I'm going to make that's going to be easy because I got a busy weekend, okay? I worked all day today, and I came home, and I'm going to show you that I'm going to make like 3 days of meals, or set it up to make 3 days of easy, good meals for the weekend. Right here in the pan here, I have 10 pounds of chicken legs. Now, I personally love chicken legs. I find the meat to be much more flavorful than the breast, but everybody has a different opinion on that. Well, what we're going to do is I got 10 pound bag of legs. I got these at Save-A-Lot at 59 cents a pound. So this 10 pound bag cost me $5.90. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to season them with my old standbys. Okay, seasoning salt. I'm going to season salt these bad boys. Okay. I got 2 pans going here because I'm going to show you that we're going to make 3 to 4 different meals out of all of this stuff here. Okay, for less than $10. Okay, we're going to go with the onion powder next. Seasoning salt, onion powder. Season them up generously, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, we're going to have a chicken leg dinner tonight for dinner. And I'm going to serve that with a side of pasta. It's going to be a side of penne with just marinara sauce. No big deal. I'm not even going to show you the pasta part, because this is kind of like the chicken leg show. Okay, now we're going to go garlic powder. Okay, we're going to hook them up with some garlic powder nicely. Okay, get them nice and seasoned. Okay, if it's in the pan and not on the chicken, that's okay because we're going to use everything. Now a little paprika to brown it. Okay. Now, these chicken legs, when they come this way, they come with the breastbone probably still attached to them. Most of them still have the breastbone still attached, which is good. I want that because you know what? I'm going to make like a semi-stock in the pan when I make these. So the breastbone gives you the beautiful marrow to make the chicken stock from. So I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. We're going to make this chicken leg dinner. Okay? And what I'm going to do, after we take our dinner out of this, whatever's left over, I'm going to take the chicken out. I'm going to leave everything else in the pan. We'll put it in the refrigerator. I'm going to let all the fat come to the top. I'm going to take all the fat off. I'm going to scrape that off. And with all of my vegetables, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put, I have celery, scallions, and carrots here. And I'm going to put these all around the pan. All around the pan in here. And I'm going to do the same in this pan. Right, I'm going to get them in there. I want to get them towards the bottom. I don't want them really laying on top if I don't have to. Right? So we're going to get them in there like this. We're going to stick them in, stick them under the legs even if you have to. But you can get it under the, yeah, let me dump this in there and show you. Okay? Just lift your leg up, put it under there. You can even do this beforehand. I did this because I wanted to show you. I was trying to be a little dramatic about what we were doing. So we're going to get this under here like this, right? Everything all around. Because we want this to cook, the celery and the carrots and everything. Now, here comes the best part. 4 pounds of YUKON Gold potatoes, all cut up, right? We're going to put these all around the pan here. And we're going to put them underneath also. Normally, I would set this up on the bottom of the pan and lay the chicken breasts on top, the chicken legs on top. But I wanted to be a little dramatic about the episode of what we're doing, and maybe I shouldn't have done that. But like I said, this isn't the food channel, and there were no retakes, so we're just doing it. And it's going to come out good. And you know something? Nothing better than a mistake to learn how to fix it at home. So I got these in big chunks because I don't want them to cook all the way and be so mushy. I want them to cook and be done, but not mushy, because we're going to take them to another level when I show you the different dishes we're going to make out of this. Okay, so we got the potatoes going in. Get under there. A couple of these legs still have the backsides on them, as a friend of mine in high school's father used to call it, the tuchus. Okay, so now I got that. Let me pick up that potato, throw it in the sink. I'm not going to use it. Okay, I'm wiping my hands off. Now I got this going here like this, right? I got all the potatoes, I got the celery, the onions, and the carrots in with this. Now I'm going to start off in this pan with 2 cups of water. Not on the chicken, in the pan. I don't want to take the seasoning off of the chicken that I put on. So we're going to pour this in the pan. There's 2 cups of water. And now I'm going to get another 2 cups of water, and I'm going to put it in this pan. Okay. Now what we're going to do with this, let me just give a little bit. I'm going to split up another cup between this one and this one. Okay? Now I'm going to put these in the oven. I'm going to roast them off. I'm going to put them in for about 40 minutes. Then I'm going to turn the broiler on to brown the tops for our meal. I'm going to make my pasta. When I get the water boiling, maybe I'll show you the pasta. I don't know yet. But what I'm going to do is, when this comes out, you'll see the final plating of this dish, number 1, which will be just a roasted chicken leg with a side of pasta. And tomorrow, what I'm going to do, like I said, is I'm going to take all of the vegetables and all of the stock out. I'm going to scrape all of the fat off, and I will show you that in part 2 of this video. Put it in a pot, add another quart of chicken stock to it, and a half a quart of heavy cream with all of these potatoes and everything, and I'm going to make a cream of potato soup out of this. And then with the leftover chicken, I'm going to show you that also. We're going to break it down. I'm going to break it down with my hands, break it into pieces, and I'm going to make a chicken quesadilla. So we're going to get a chicken quesadilla meal out of this. And then with the extra leftover chicken from that, I'm going to turn that into a chicken salad. And we're going to have a chicken salad club with turkey bacon, lettuce and tomato on 12-grain bread. That's going to be another meal that we're going to get out of this. So for a $10 deal, I'm going to feed 3 people 3 times. Okay? So I'm sticking them in the oven. And when we return from the break, we'll be to plate this when I take it out of the oven. And then, like I said, we're going to go to the next dishes after that. So, enjoy. Dad Can Cook. Thanks for watching. The website is almost ready to be able to view my videos off of my website, to find the episodes very easily. And I appreciate anybody that's watching. I appreciate any feedback that you get. I'm finally wearing my Dad Can Cook t-shirt. My daughter told me that I should wear a better shirt when I make these shows, so I don't look like a bum. So, that's what I'm doing. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you later. Welcome back to Dad Can Cook. Listen, I'm going to show you the pasta, because you know what? I'm going to have a side dish list on my website, and this is going to be one of my side dishes. Okay? And I'm going to take a sip of my Cabernet. I'm going to put this down. And I got my water boiling for my penne. Got my penne pasta in the pot. Got my wooden spoon. Okay, we're going to go with that. And what I'm going to do and how I'm going to serve this is I'm going to serve this in a cream sauce, kind of like an Alfredo almost, but not really an Alfredo. Well, I don't know, kind of. I'm getting this pan hot, and what I got here is garlic that I chop up in the food processor. I peel my own garlic, I chop it up, I mix it with olive oil, and I have it in the fridge. So I'm going to take a nice amount of olive oil, of garlic, another wooden spoon, got a little oil on that already. I don't want to put any oil in this dish. So I just want to slightly brown this garlic. So I start to smell it. It smells delish, right? And then I have here pigeon peas and garbanzo beans, or chickpeas. So I'm going to put them in the pan. Okay? I drain them out of a can. Both of them are from cans. Because I just don't have time to boil down 2.5 hours of garbanzo beans. And these come out pretty good. I seasoned these with some salt and pepper before, while they were in the container. Okay, so I'm mixing them around. Good stuff. Okay, we got that going. Looking nice, right? They're getting nice. Okay. Now, it's not about this being a pasta dish. This is about, let me stir my pasta up, I don't want it sticking to the bottom. It's not about this being a pasta dish. It's a combination. It's chickpeas, chickpeas, pigeon peas, and pasta mixed together. So the predominant factor doesn't have to be the pasta. It could be the beans. But I'm making this as a side dish. So I got that nice and going, and I'm smelling the aromas of this. Like I said, I hit this with some salt and pepper to taste your own liking, right? And now I'm going to go with some heavy cream. About a half a quart. We're going to let that simmer up in there real nice. We're going to let it boil like crazy. Okay? We're going to let that go. And let me grab the cheese out of my fridge. And here we go. That's all I got. Okay, I got my cheese. Mixing all of this up. I'm not going to make this too cheesy. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some cheddar cheese, some grated cheddar cheese in this. And I'll show you another side dish that I do. With leftover rice, I kind of make like a mock risotto. And I do it with wild mushrooms, and I do it with spinach, and all kinds of stuff. So we'll do that in another episode. But you see that? That's really boiling, and I want it to be reducing. Reducing is the most important factor in thickening when you're using heavy cream. So we want that to be reducing. Okay, stir in my pasta. Pasta takes about 13 minutes. I got my chickens roasted in the oven. Ooh, look at my glasses. Look at that steam. We're exactly where we want to be. I'll be right back. cheese here. Okay. Look at that. You see how that's reducing down? And it's actually thickening on its own. Okay? I'm going to add my cheese. Just a little bit more. Right there. Now that's probably about a half a cup. Okay? We're going to mix that in. Whoa, look at that. You can eat this just like this. You don't even have to put pasta in this. You can have this as a side dish. I'm turning the flame off, and I'm going to wait for my pasta to be done. Look at that. Wow, that's delish. Okay, took it off the fire. I'm going to let it sit there. I'm going to wait for my pasta. When my time to drain my pasta, I'll be back. Okay. Okay, welcome back to That Can Cook. We're going to strain the pasta right now. Right in the sink. If you do it right, you don't get anything stuck in your pan. Okay, let me just get a little water in that so nothing gets too hard. Okay, so I got that in the pan. I mean in the strainer. And now I'm going to show you, we're going to mix that with the sauce I made, okay? Back to here. Okay, let me turn this on. I got that sauce there, right? And I got my pasta. I'm going to mix that in. Get my tongs. We're going to mix this all up. Whoops. And this is going to be one beautiful, beautiful side dish. Look at that. Nicely coated. And ready to go. And I'll show you the plating when the chickens are done and when we come back. Okay, welcome back to That Can Cook. We're doing our side of pasta. We're just going to finish this off right now. Okay? I'm on my second glass of Cabernet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some shredded cheddar on this. And sprinkle it around. It's about a little bit more than a half a cup. Tell Kari to tell a friend that we could bring her home from the meet. Okay, and we got the meet on Saturday, the Mitchell Invitational. Okay, there's that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to stick it in the oven, and I'm going to let it bake for a few. And when it comes out, it's going to be nice and golden, crispy on top. I'm going to scoop it out with a spatula, put it on the plate as a side dish for the chicken legs. When we come back. Okay, welcome back. I'm going to be pulling my chickens and the pasta out of the oven now. I'm going to show you one plating. We're going to go eat, and then when I come back, I will show you what I do with the rest of it for our next meal and the meal after that. Okay, here it goes. I'm going to pull out the small pan because I don't have room on top of the stove. But here we go. That's the chicken. And whoa, look at that pasta. Look at that. That's a meal in itself too. That and a salad is a meal. So we're gonna do that. But I'm gonna show you plating. Let me grab a plate. We're gonna take a chicken leg, like so. I'm gonna get in here, scoop up some pasta. There you go. Look at that. That's a nice little meal, huh? Thanks a lot, and I'll show you the rest after we eat dinner. Thank you.
That's delicious.
Welcome back. I gotta tell you, this pasta stole the show tonight. It was absolutely delicious. I'm gonna put this in a container. We're gonna have it for lunch or something another day. It was really, really good. All I'm gonna do is hit it with a little bit more heavy cream or a little milk or something just to weten it up a little bit when I heat it up. But this was absolutely delicious. Now, I'm gonna pull the chickens out of the oven. I have them in there, I'm holding them in there while we were eating dinner. I'm gonna pull them up here. This is a heavy one, this is the big one. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do with this, like I told you, I'm going to take the chicken's out. I'm going to actually cut them up after they cool down, put them away, because they're really hot. They're still hot. Okay, we're going to put them in there, and I'm putting them in the containers over here. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Let me take a look. Yeah, you can see it. Okay. I need another container because I got a lot of chicken here. But like I said, this chicken, all this chicken was $5.90 for a 10-pound bag of chicken legs. Okay, so I'm gonna put this chicken away, right? Now I got all these potatoes and vegetables. I'm gonna take all these potatoes and vegetables, put them in a container. Then I'm gonna take all of the stock, put that in a container. Tomorrow when I take that container out, with the stock in it, all the fat will have come to the top. The rest of it will be like a gelatin, like I showed you in one of my other videos. And we'll scoop off the fat. I'm going to toss that. And I'm going to put that in a pan. I'm going to add a little, in a pot, I'm going to add a little more chicken stock. I'm going to throw all of these vegetables and potatoes in. Add a little half and half of heavy cream. You could use whatever you like. I don't know, whatever I have in my fridge I'm going to use. And we're going to make a cream of potato soup. Then I'm going to break down all of this chicken, and we're going to turn it into quesadillas, chicken salad, and who knows, whatever I have left, we'll work on it. So I'm going to put all of this stuff in the container, and drain that out, and when we come back, we'll get to the next step. Thank you very much. Okay, welcome back to Dad Can Cook. I just want to show you, I got everything all packaged up. I got 2 things of chicken, I got a little thing of pasta there that we're going to eat probably tomorrow afternoon, and 2 things of vegetables and potatoes. And then there's the stock. You see that stock? You see that line on the top, that like inch? That's going to be fat. That's all going to be the chicken fat. Now when I put that in the refrigerator, that fat is going to get hard, and I'm going to be able to take that right off of the top. And the rest of that gelatin-like stock is going to be perfect to make the soup that we're going to make. So stay tuned, and we'll be back. Won't you take me to Funky Town? 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 Okay, welcome back to Dad Can Cook. This is part 2 of the chicken leg show. Okay, like I promised you, I'm going to make that cream of potato soup today. And I think I have everything here to show you, including a little liquid refreshment. Okay, now I'm going to show you. This was the stock that was in the pan that we took from the chickens. And just like I promised, I said that fat was going to all come to the top. So I'm going to take all of this fat off. I'm not going to use it at all. I'm taking all of this fat off. Remember the other day when I was talking about oh, well, that show didn't air yet. I got them working on that show. When you make a stock, when you make something in the pan like that, like we did with the chickens, you see how that's a gelatin? That's good stuff. If that was liquid, it wouldn't be any good. It'd be very bland. But the bones, the backbones from the chicken, because those chicken legs still had part of the backbone on them, is what made which is making this sauce flavorful. So we're going to get rid of this fat. We're not going to use that. We're going to use this chicken stock. Okay? I'm going to put it in the pan, in the pot. That stuff on the bottom there, that's all flavor. That's all flavor. Then we had the potatoes, carrots, and celery and onions from the chicken, the pans of chicken that we made. So now I got 2 of those. So we're going to put them in the pan. Whoops. I'm going to put them in the pan, just like that. Okay. More potatoes. The potatoes are cooked just all the way through, nice and tender. We're gonna put this in the pot. Okay. Keep looking over there because I'm looking at my other camera, making sure I'm getting it in. Okay, so I got this here. All of this in that chicken stock. Right? There's a lot of stuff. I want this soup to be not thick, but not real thin. So we're going to mix that up, right? And what I have here is I have a quart of chicken stock from the can. Okay? Not actually a can, it's the container. It's a 32-ounce container. So I'm adding 32 ounces more of chicken stock. So this was $2.58 for this. And remember, the chicken legs were $5.90. So celery, not even $1 worth of celery in here. Not even $1 worth of carrots. And I have 5 pounds of Yukon Gold. What is that? 4 pounds of Yukon Gold potatoes in here. Roughly about 4 pounds. Okay? So I have that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the, oh, excuse me. I'm going to add a 1/2 quart of heavy cream to the pan. Okay? This is like, I'm going to make like 1.5 gallons. So a 1/2 quart isn't really a lot when you're figuring out per bowl, you know? So, I don't want people to think that I'm the, what's her name? The lady that uses all the butter on the cooking channel. Well, that I use all of the heavy cream. But in a lot of dishes, you know, you need to. So we got this here. I'm going to put it on the fire over here. I'm going to light that up. Put it on my middle burner. Put it on the fire. And let me get my camera here to show you. We got this going here. So I'm going to be bringing this to a boil. And once I get this soup to a boil, it's basically going to be done. And then I'm going to take my emulsifier and I'm going to motorboat it to make it a nice bisque-like soup. So when it comes to a boil, I'll be back and we'll finish the soup up like I promised. Okay? Thank you. Welcome back to Dad Can Cook. My soup is boiling nicely and I'm going to turn it down. Actually, I'm going to turn it off. Okay? And I'm going to put my emulsifier in there. This is nice. It has 9 speeds. This will grind up anything. As you can see, it's turning my soup into a puree, which is exactly what I wanted to do. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. It's got a little orange color from the carrots, but everything is getting emulsified in there nicely. And it's a beautiful consistency. This is one of the best investments you could possibly want to buy. One of these. They're great. They're great for one pan of pot dishes. Making sure everything is pureed in there nicely. That's done. Put that in there. Got this all done. Gonna give a little taste. Man, holy smokes, that's good. It's very hot. I burnt my tongue. But let me tell you, when that cools down a bit, the flavor is going to come through on that. And it's going to be absolutely delicious. I'll show you the plating when I plate it for dinner. Thank you. Welcome back to Dad Can Cook. I worked the soup in from inside. It's piping hot. I'm going to let it cool down a bit, but I want to show you a plating. Beautiful, beautiful consistency. The taste is phenomenal. So, this is going to be the main meal. So it's going to be a full bowl of soup. Not quite a full bowl of soup, but this amount here. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to put a floater of sour cream on top. And normally I have some chopped parsley or some green garnish, but I don't have anything tonight. Sorry. But with this and the side salad here and some Italian bread in the oven, this is going to be a good meal. So thanks for tuning in and stay tuned for part 3 of the Chicken Leg Show. Thanks a lot.
Show these girls that I own them. Some call me Nikki and some call me Roman. Skeezer, please, I'm in a visa. Whoa, just a piece and I need my own sneaker. Sexy, flexy, that's all I do. If you need a bad bitch, let me call up yo. Come soon and I'm living many services out. I see some good girls, I'ma turn them no muzzle. Let's go.
Makes me